tell me how you define privilege. We talk about it all the time. It's all over
Yeah,
academia.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I want to hear you talk about
I
privilege.
think privilege is the ways in which society accommodates some people while alienating others. So if I talk about my own privilege, I would say I'm being interviewed for this series. I have a voice. People want to hire me. People want to hear me speak. People want to read my book. And it's because I'm privileged in society.
And by saying that, you're not being arrogant by saying that. You're actually claiming and owning what is true.
It's
right?
true. Yeah,
Right,
it's
right.
just simply true. I'm privileged in society because the formerly educated are privileged. And the formerly educated are seen as more valuable and seen as more central, crucial. They're adding more to society. Meanwhile, I have neighbors in my low-income neighborhood in Minneapolis who have observations about our world that are 10 times more astute than mine, and no one's asking them to come speak. No one's giving them a book contract, and no one's asking, wants them to come teach on their faculty. And I look at that and I say, yeah, that's privilege. I live in a world that accommodates me, values what I have to offer, and alienates my neighbors, doesn't value what they have to offer. They don't have a voice. They don't have influence. And I say that privilege is something that is not something, it's something that's unfair, right? It's not earned. A lot of times when I'm talking about my background, people say, well, you earned it. I mean, you got your PhD and you've worked really hard and you wrote that book. So, you deserve to have more of a voice than your neighbors. And my response to that is, well, I did work hard. I mean, I was there for like the all-nighters, and I did write that dissertation, and I cried through it and did all the stuff that you're supposed to do. But the fact of the matter is I've been given opportunities my whole life. Coming from an upwardly mobile Black family, I've had opportunities galore and support to achieve the things that I've been able to achieve academically. And the school that's 4 blocks from my house doesn't have any extracurriculars, doesn't have any sports. It looks like a prison. Every year they're threatening to close it, and so there are hardly any teachers there. And you can actually graduate from that school, and which only like 20% of students do, but you can actually officially graduate and get a diploma, but you're still like 18 units short of being able to apply to a 4-year college. So what it takes to graduate from high school doesn't even prepare you. It's the opposite of a college prep school, basically, right? I mean, they're assuming nobody's going to go to college. And so in the way that I had just support, tutors, private school, parents who went to college and knew the whole financial aid game, all of that stuff, my neighbors don't have. So I would say I can't claim the privilege that I have. I can't say, well, I deserve to have more of a voice in them, because I have neighbors who've had dreams and that are similar to mine. I have neighbors whose work ethic is similar to mine. I have neighbors whose hope is similar to mine, but they've just, in all the ways that society has helped me and accommodated me, it has put up impediments. And that's what I kind of mean about that sociological imagination. When you're down here in the bottom of the social system and someone else is up here, it's just easier to keep climbing up. And meanwhile, the folks down here just keep struggling and struggling and struggling, and ultimately you give up, or I guess ultimately you give up. You just lose hope.